What happened?
Y'all ready for them Chiefs? Y'all ready for them Chiefs?
All right, what's going on tonight, folks? All right, we've already got Matt in here. Trevino. Why are they not going up? So I was in the wrong spot. Here we go. Chat's already moving around on me. How have you been, Trevino? It's been a little while. Gooch should be over here. I don't think we're going to have Stevie tonight. Can you hear me okay now? Saying hi to Night Hunter, Matt, Terry. Trevino, what is the first name? Are you possibly Frank? Thomas Passwater. Have you been in here before? I don't know if we've had you here before. Hefe, good to see you. I know you've been here. Is this a Thomas Passwater that I've talked to in real life? Anybody have any more comments or questions from Ryan's show? Thought it was a good one tonight. Long for normal Sundays. Anybody done any fishing lately? We got out last Sunday, caught a few bass. Liz caught some monster bluegill because she doesn't like catching bass for some reason. She can't. She caught one smallmouth once. That's about it. Fernando. Okay. Nice to meet you and actually know your first name. Bass fight like demons. They can. I caught some pretty energetic ones last Sunday. I think it was 4. They're kind of small. They got to catch some out of this pond, get some out so they can actually grow. So they can get stunted when there's too many of them. So we took a few out. And me and Liz cleaned them. It's a good thing about Liz. She will get dirty and clean them. She'll get her own worms and all that good stuff. I was mostly messing with the minnows, and she was going with the night crawlers. But yeah, the bluegill she was catching were huge. One of them kind of looked like a cross between a bluegill and bass. Had some strange coloring, huge mouth, but actually shaped like a bluegill. It could have been a green sunfish, but I don't know. It was definitely different. A lot of good meat on it too. Yeah, there's supposed to be catfish in that pond, but we didn't actually catch any. I'm wondering, I had one hit pretty good. If I didn't have my foot on it, it would have been in the water. But it came off somehow. I didn't get that one. I think there was a little too much play in that rod that it wouldn't really hook. Couldn't get a good hook set. But we had some fun with the neighbors. Scott took us out to his boss's property. They've got nice sized pond there. Scott and Val. Fernando just got into the fishing. Still learning. We're all learning. They change what they want constantly, so always got to play with the bait to figure out what they're gonna go for that day. Unless you have live bait, and that always tends to work. So yeah, I'm getting over COVID. Trying to keep Liz from getting it, so we actually got a blow up mattress I'm still laying on in the living room. Hope everybody's staying away from it as much as possible. But yeah, now I'm not gonna go to camp now. I'm not gonna take off work to go to camp. All the time I've been missing. But it didn't get real bad. I was pretty tired, coughing a lot. I do think we're gonna go a bit short compared to what we have in the past tonight. Anybody with any questions? Been watching a little bit of videos from camp. Liz has sent me a few. Pacheco's looking pretty good. Sounds like he's going to be the return man. Uh, Schuster sounds like he's going to be the number one target out of the wide receivers. I still think Kelsey's the number one target all around. But then probably Schuster, and I'm seeing MVS actually getting in there doing contested catches and doing some crosses. So looks like we're going to be using him quite a bit more than how they used him in Green Bay. He's doing some shorter routes, not just going long every time. Yes, Matt has been saying that, and I've been saying McCole would be, which I saw him doing some wildcat, and he looked good. I'm interested to see that. That kid's fast with. I want to see him with the ball in his hands. Quicker you can do it, the better. That guy just going straight up the middle. I like it. Liz is talking about getting on, so Send her a link. Anybody else interested? You guys can join me on here. Happy birthday, Mom, if you're watching. Send it to her email again. Should be in your email. Cole has been looking better. I think he had some good games last season, too. But yeah, I like doing the end arounds with him. He always picks up good yardage on those. I'd like to see Pacheco and maybe, oh man, what's his name? Sky Moore. Get him in the returns as well. No more of that for McCole. I don't know if he was trying to do too much or what, but he'd start fumbling or not watching the ball all the way. I don't know. But yeah, get him out of that role. Do we think we have 5 running backs? So are we talking? Are we including Burton on that? Because yeah, I think we go with 5, including him. So we've got CEH, and then Rojo, and then Pacheco, or is it Gore and then Pacheco? Does Rojo get pushed off the roster because Pacheco and Gore are that much better? I would love to see it. I just don't know how likely it is. Brian was supposed to be getting on here. Steve was not. Steve has a lot going on at home. 8 kids, as you could imagine, and the wife. It's super hot out over there, so kids are going to be outside. He's thinking it's going to be too loud, and understandable. We'll save your ears some. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications with everything we do. I know Maui was talking about fantasy football, doing it for BAK. Hit me up, of course, on for RGR. If you remember, we're going to do that again. I'm sure we'll do the picks pool again. That'll be in the members area. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested in doing it, fantasy football here for BAK as well, we can start a league for that. However many, we'll see how many people want to get involved for that. Okay. He did, but like Pringle would often disappear for a game or two. It's the Mod Fathers picks pool. Yeah, they wouldn't throw to them much. I don't know why. So I'm hoping he gets back to spreading the ball around. We get to see Schuster, MVS, McColl, get Sky in there, maybe Fountain and Gordon. That's who I think the top six end up being. I don't know if you guys want Watson over Fountain or they're both pretty big kids. And I guess Watson's pretty fast. But he didn't stick around with Tampa Bay, so I don't know. I don't know how much I have faith in him. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Matt. One of 14, I couldn't imagine. I was one of four, and that was enough. I'm third out of four boys. And then my mom was the only girl out of six. And it's her birthday. She was second out of six. My dad was second out of two. And Matt's the youngest of four boys, or you guys kind of mixed? Yeah, McColl is taking it serious. I thought he was towards the end of last season. He was starting to get irritated with how little he was getting the ball, even though he was open. I still just kept throwing to Tyreek, and Travis deserves it. Whoa. Fernando, you're the youngest of 12? Is that right? My little brother's talking about doing some editing for us, which, yeah, be able to put out more videos that way. Editing is the worst. It takes forever. I was doing the member meetup with Mike, and it took me a couple weeks to get it all the way. And it's still like an hour and 2 minutes, but yeah. So I kept having to compress it to get it over to Ryan. So that should be coming out soon. We shot it with Chris a while back. I ended up splitting that into two videos because it didn't want to compress anymore. But that should be coming out anytime. That might be one each weekend, and then get Mike on there, and then you guys can get on here if you want. I can start sending out invites if you want to be like on here live with me. Or if you want to do the members videos with me, we can record one of those, hang out, and just shoot the shit.
Hello.
There's the wife. Mexican and Catholic. That means lots of kids.
Well, I don't think Stevie's Mexican and Catholic. So what does that make him?
I don't know. Busy.
That's right, Nighthawker. Always and forever. He knew that. To the day he dies. Aww. That's so sweet, Keys.
That's what it makes him.
In the moment, I guess.
Ha. Me and Matt were on the same. We were thinking the same thing.
So what are we talking about? What do we got going on?
I started talking about fishing. We started talking about Pacheco and how far does Ely make it? Is Ely just on the practice squad this year?
Honestly, I didn't see a whole lot of him when I went to the practice. I really don't know much about him.
I'm
I would
forgetting
have to
about
say
McKinnon also.
McKinnon looked good. The running backs were practicing on the side where we were posted up.
Yeah, Liz got to go to camp.
And I tell you, to be honest, watching Pacheco, I saw some really good stuff that I liked. He's going to be good. I definitely think he makes the roster. CEH, I think some of you guys are going to think I'm crazy if you don't already. But he's got some hands on him. After watching what we saw last year and everything else when he was playing and not hurt, that kid has worked on his hands. He was doing some amazing catches. He didn't drop a single ball that Patrick threw at him. He's got some hands on him. Not to side with in harm's way. I don't think we're using him correctly. He doesn't have the vision as a normal running back, but I think if we use him on screen passes or even pitch plays, that's where he should be used and more utilized as almost a wide receiver. He's too small. I get that, but his hands looked great. And like I said, he didn't drop a single thing. And he definitely has improved. He doesn't have the speed like a normal wide receiver does, but on third downs and things like that, give it to him. Give him a chance. It looked like Patrick was trusting him more. Yeah, given it's practice, I get it. But I liked what I was seeing, and I never thought I was going to say that.
Are you with Fernando on this? We're going to have 12 running backs?
No, I don't think so. Honestly,
including the practice squad?
Oh, together?
I'm kidding, but yeah.
I was going to say, I don't even think we had that many on the roster to begin with.
Depends on if you count McCall, since he's doing the Wildcat.
No, I'll never count McCall as a wide receiver or a running back.
That's where he's been best, though.
Well, the
rounds and
the Twitter video that I sent in our Discord private chat and the one that I sent you, McCall went up right around. I don't know who the defender was, but wow. Now that's the McCall I want to see on the field.
I'd have to see it again. I think it may have been McDuffie, though.
If it was, then that's a hell of a catch, because McDuffie's been pass blocking like crazy. He's been looking fantastic.
He's always in good position. He may not come down with the interceptions, but that ball's not getting to the receiver all that often.
Yeah, you're right, 368. He is 100% about trust. If he doesn't trust you, he's not going to give you the ball. He's I think one problem I'd have with CEH in the pass game is that it is practice. In a game, he won't be Pat's first and probably nor second read. And when Pat looks his way, he probably is going to be under pressure. No, I agree. And he has a lot of trust to gain after the seasons that he's had, especially with the ball drops. And like I said, I am by far not a CEH fan. Great kid, great personality, but on field, he hasn't shown up. He's not what our offensive backfield needs. We need somebody that can get through the holes, that can get through with speed and be untouchable, like we had with Hunt, like we had with Charles, and like I think with Pacheco, once he gets more developed, or, Rojo or something like that. I was more impressed with Pacheco than Rojo. And obviously it's probably the draft position and he has more experience, but the Chiefs aren't going to give up on CEH. They don't want to have to eat crow by anybody. Wasn't he a second or first? Was he first or second round?
He was the last pick in the first.
Okay.
After we won the Super Bowl.
Right. But I was very impressed with the way he looked, and yes, and I agree with you. And like I said, it was practice, and everybody's different in practice. As long as we're bringing the pressure and playing it like a real game, what I miss is the Governor's Cup. Do you guys remember that at all? Anybody long enough Chiefs fans to remember the Governor's Cup?
I think everybody here.
So
when the Rams were in St. Louis,
that was always a fun time to, have fun, do the game, do what you can to practice, and actually try to work out some kinks. But the Rams got too good for us and decided to move to Cali, which I don't know why anybody would ever want to move there. Sorry if you're from California, but not really.
Josh Williams, is he pretty big like Watson? I know Jalen Watson's like 6'3". So if he caught it over Josh Williams and he's about the same, around 6'3", then yeah, that's really good on Nicole.
I don't know, Keith.
I'd have to see the clip again.
You'll have to look at the clip. I sent it in our Discord. It's the first one that I sent. I couldn't make out who the defender was, but it was a great catch. He went up over top and around, or almost on top of the defender, and came down with the ball. The guy had no idea where the ball went.
It's number 13.
Alrighty, guys. Who's number 13? You gonna make us look it up? Because I'm more than likely gonna probably exit myself out of the stream if I try to do this on a phone.
Come on, Gooch, you can do it.
Gooch ain't in here. Don't say his name either. He always appears. Oh.
It looks like it says Jackson.
CD EWH21. I agree with you on that last part of that statement. I didn't heckle him. For anybody that was here for the previous time I was in, I did not heckle Bucker. Really, Knight?
Are you putting the comments up?
Yeah.
While you're reacting?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, McDuffie is going to be good. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. I'm reading them. I liked everything I saw from him. Yeah, it's Beetle Gooch, I think, as Stevie said before. He's like a bad penny. He just appears.
Well, he was talking like he was going to run this one.
Gooch, run
Yeah.
something?
Thought we could get into his video.
I've completely watched that. I didn't want to play it so it didn't wake you up this morning because I figured there'd be foul language and yelling.
No, he was pretty tame.
He must have been high.
So Thomas hopes Patrick does more of the off-season stuff in Texas. So when they get away from camp a little bit, do some more. They're going to start getting into practice now. So,
Knight, are you trying
he
to?
needs to do it every season, I think. I'm with you.
I think Knight's trying to poke the bear over here.
Yeah, I don't want to see anybody give up. So that sounds good. I started watching the franchise before this, and they kind of show him at the beginning, and he's going to some barbecue restaurant talking about all the barbecue. And they actually go up and they're like, "This is what you're going to have." And he loved it. But yeah, watching him on that, he seems like a pretty good, humble kid. I think he'll be here for a long time. I think he'll be good. He's always got himself in good position. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he's not going to give up a ton.
But you don't have to be the biggest guy in the world. If you're there and you can defend the ball and pass, do the pass blocking and everything else, if you're there, look at Matthew. He wasn't the biggest guy in the world, but during his prime though, he was there. And I'm not even saying he's not in his prime, but last year, yeah, he had a rough season. Not going to get into everything. I'm not going to get into this debate, but he had a rough year. And no, he wasn't the greatest, but he was a hell of a lot better than Sorensen and Neiman.
That's not saying much.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying it's not saying much.
One man better than two put together?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of course. So, what do you guys want to see from this channel? We love talking to Chiefs. We love talking any kind of sport, fishing. Hell, we'll even talk trap shooting. I don't know a lot about it. Done it, had fun. Hit more targets than Aaron.
No, he did not. My wife, the liar.
It's not a lie. It may be a fib, but it's not a lie.
It's straight out lie.
I do have a crush on Matthew. He was my screensaver for I don't know how long. Well, not screensaver, but wallpaper.
McKinnon's a good running back. He's always been solid. He's not the biggest guy either, but he's quick and he's got vision and speed. Much more speed than CEH.
Ooh, there's some drama going on outside. There's a bunch of F-bombs being dropped. I may have to be nosy for a second.
Oh, so Matt was going to all the government cup or governor's cup games.
This is the brother that was beaten on.
Might have to go. As a runner, CH was a luxury for the way teams used to defend us. Now teams take away the explosive plays, pass plays. We have to have a starting running back who can be explosive. D legit respects as a runner. Yeah. So who would that be? Obviously, McKinnon is good, but we will probably try to save him like we did last season, which is what I figured we were doing with not using him. Was I love watching that guy run block too. He throws his body out there, as little as he is. Liz's dad got moved to the plaza now, so he's at that St. Luke's. They've got a little bit more they can do with the lungs. They are trying to stay away from actually doing surgery on him, but they've got a chest tube in to try and drain. But I think they're going to give him a couple things through the chest tube to try and break it up and get it out of there so they don't have to do surgery. But yeah, while he was over at the rehab center, they let him fall, and they ended up having to do surgery on his knees to clean him out, especially the one that he fell on. But he's doing a lot better. He's opening his eyes and talking. I don't know if I got COVID from there, got it at work, but yeah, I'm getting over it now. I really just had a cough and was exhausted constantly. So I did a lot of sleeping, which was kind of nice. Duffy's going to be good. I think him and Josh Williams will be our future CBs. I like Watson. I want to see what Watson can do, but yeah, Williams has been out there quite a bit more than him, but he is getting some time with the ones as well. But yeah, I'm good with that. Hopefully Snead is around for quite a while as well. Right, Matt, a nice $400 million stadium is why they left St. Louis. Yeah. There's a lot more money out in LA, of course. They didn't want to renovate their dome any longer. It doesn't surprise me. Is number 13. Whoever that is. Yeah, that's all I saw. It looked like Jackson or something. I'm not sure. I couldn't get a good shot at it. Oh, Steve, is it Ozzie Johnson?
Sorry about that. I had to let the dogs out.
And spy on the neighbors.
And that.
Okay, so Steve just asked Siri. Thought it could have been Johnson. I didn't know that Johnson, but yeah.
Did you guys see that the Rams lost 2 wide receivers, Mike Evans and Ryan Jensen?
You mean Tampa Bay?
Yeah, sorry, Tampa Bay.
Hope they can run short yardage. And that Butker hits his kicks this year. He still hits most of them.
See, the news channel that I watched or read on Stevie was that he was a wide receiver.
Yeah, 13 used to be Pringle. Now he's a Bear. As much as I love the Honey Badger, I especially last year got tired of him getting beat and then just stop dead still on the field. Yeah, there was a lot of guys sitting there watching other people try to make tackles, which always drives me nuts. They all need to go at him. Okay, they are both 6'3", but we found out it was Johnson, which I don't know anything about Johnson. I don't know his size or anything.
Hey, Maui, how you doing?
Maui did make it. KL. These young guys are gonna do is hustle. Yes. Make mistakes, but at least they do it at full speed. Agreed. Duffy is a rookie, and yeah, he's gonna make mistakes, but kind of player that is gonna keep going until the whistle blows. Yeah, Williams is fast. Williams in.
Excuse me. No, I also saw, thank you, saw Frank Clark at camp, and I got to tell you guys, everybody's looking forward to him, but he was unrecognizable. It was unbelievable. I mean, he is tiny. So I don't know how well that's going to go over.
So we found out F stands for Fernando. So you know, Stevie. Yep.
All right. Yeah, I was also reading that there's a lot of people online that think the Chiefs are going to come in last in the AFC.
We all definitely have our arguments, but yeah, we're still friends. It does not go that far.
Well, maybe it does.
Oh, his brother had season tickets. That's why he always made it to the Governor's Cup. I'm not sure what was being said here. But yeah, they need to run the ball. The coaches need to straight up call run instead of leaving it up to Pat to choose, because he's always going to go with his arm if he can.
Hey, Jaden, how you doing, brother? I still need to get with you on that jersey.
For Kim,
Yeah.
the White House.
That is correct. Number 5.
I want to kill the Bucks this year too. Hoping that Pacheco could be the guy. Yeah. Gooch and Steve are really high on him. I'm not as much, but we need something other than
He
those
looked
two that are
good.
at the top.
He looked really good. I liked what I saw.
Yeah, Steve had a big crush on Bryce Hall, which, yeah, he got us pretty into him too. And then, of course, the Chiefs don't go for him because they're still trying to get something out of CEH.
Well, I think Frank didn't just lose all that weight from stop drinking and eating red meat. Probably lost a lot of his bulk from not carrying around his guns as much. Lost half his workout there.
Yeah, I think we'll just get a small glimpse at what Pacheco can do. And CEH will be in trouble next year. I could see him not being on the team anymore. See how good Pacheco does show out with
Well, he can go hang
McKinnon
out
and
with
Gore
Powell.
on the practice squad.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be able to. Yeah, McKinnon is getting up there. Pretty good history of injuries. Very true.
So I know that we've all talked about this channel being Chiefs, life, everything else in between. I do want to let you guys know that we do have some things coming up on the docket here soon that is going to be giving Chiefs Kingdom in the Kansas City area, not just in Kansas City area, but all over, people to come on, give them a voice. You know, we were given a platform, the guys here, from being able to connect with a lot of people out there. And one of our biggest things that we've always talked about from the guys and that standpoint is to be able to give back to Chiefs Kingdom. And that is one of the big stipulations that they've always said and wanted to do, is to build up the community, build up the kingdom. And I've been working hard. I know the guys have been working hard to set up interviews with different people, different faces, new faces, old faces. And you're going to be hearing about their stories, how they became fans, what they're doing now, how they're running their businesses, just like Jaden does, in different states, and even here in the the Kansas City metro area. So we just want to give you guys a heads up that more stuff is coming. It's not just about the Chiefs. It's about the struggles in life. I met great people at training camp. I work with great people that have good stories. That's not about the Chiefs. That's about sports and different aspects of things that they experience. So if you're looking for just pure Chiefs content, this may not be the channel for you. Obviously, we want you around here where there's always going to be Chiefs talk no matter what, because that is what brought us all together. And that is what our passion is. But our other passion is to help others and to bring a voice to them. So I just wanted to put that out there, let you guys know more stuff is coming to the channel. And it's not just going to be us on here, talking and veering from subject to subject and making fun of each other and, getting heated and yelling at each other. So it's coming. Stay tuned. Everything is getting planned out, scheduled out. So we hope you guys are going to be enjoying this new updated content that's coming. And if you guys ever want to be on, I know that's something Aaron has tried out. We want to hear you. We want to hear your opinions. We want to argue them with you and not just amongst each other. So just wanted to let you guys know new stuff is coming.
We have had Jaden on.
Yep.
Any of you are welcome. You signed your Uzi for you? That's pretty cool. Hopefully it wasn't in black. Gotta get a silver pen going. What are you doing, crazy? Lady's going nuts over here.
Stevie, you could tell your wonderful wife that I got Travis's signature and got to talk with him. We used a little bit of a ploy this year and brought one of my best friends with us and her 4-year-old daughter because we knew that he signs for all the kids. So he came directly over to her. We were going to make her a shirt that says Travis, and then on the back of it, "Are you my daddy?" But she wouldn't let us do that.
That would be cruel. Cruel joke to him.
Well, hey, we might have gotten, not backstage passes, but like a tour of the infield practice field. Who knows? While the paternity test was running.
Still funny. But cruel.
I'm sure almost every player in the NFL has a couple illegitimate children, to put it nicely. Doug, there will never be a time where we're not yelling and arguing. I could tell you that.
Is that with the guns? They had Frank stop drinking, so now he won't be playing with the guns so much.
I'm probably afraid he was going to shoot himself in the foot or something stupid ass like that. Yeah. 368. You're welcome. Always. RGR fans, any Chiefs fans. That's what we want to do is we want to talk. We want to have friends everywhere. That don't just enjoy the Chiefs as much as we do. We want to hear your story, how you became a fan.
Good to see you made it over.
Gooch always acting like he's so damn busy. Sitting there super chatting on RGR and then can't even make it over.
Which is why I kept putting it in right under him that we were going live. Not that he doesn't know already.
He probably fell asleep on the toilet again.
Made himself pass out. The guy
Yeah.
needs some brand. He's always pushing.
Yeah, Elvis Presley himself.
Sounds good. Let's make it happen.
Well, I think we should make it a tradition. Every time that Gooch doesn't show up, we start auctioning off stuff with his money. So, what do you guys want within reasonable? Screw that.
Hey,
What do you guys
Holly.
want? Hey, sis, what's going on? Well, you just made it in time. We're gonna start raffling shit off with Gooch's money. So he's already doing the playoff ticket. What's he do? Oh, he's letting us slap him in the face for the tortilla challenge at 500 subscribers. At 1,000 subscribers, Keys, what was it?
He's doing playoff tickets for Big Chief Sean's channel.
Right, that's the playoff tickets. Our channel is the tortilla slap challenge. And then at 500 and then 1,000 subscribers, I can't remember what we were going to do.
And yeah, if it's Gooch, then Holly can take my turn. If he's talking Harms into it, I can't give up my turn.
Gooch couldn't talk Harms into doing anything. That's like trying to the devil trying to talk a priest. Never mind. I'm not even going to go into that.
Okay.
368. I'm sure he does have some signed merch, but he claims that he lives in Kansas City. He said he's coming back permanently in 2 weeks. I don't even know if he knows how to get to his house at this point.
I won't say anything. Well, let's say it's starting to wind down. If anybody has any other questions, I'm sure he's got some stuff somewhere. We do have that Tyreek Hill football for sale.
Yeah, anybody interested, make your best offer. And it's not just any football, it's a Super Bowl football. Any takers, let me know.
Never would have guessed that he would do this, act like this. Guess we should have known, but
You know what? Let him get his money, but don't talk shit. That's my biggest issue. Just shut your mouth. I also read that I guess Odell Beckham, the Cowboys are trying to get him back. Or get him, not back, at least, even. But
I hadn't heard that one.
yeah,
Nomad in a van. I like that. Kind of goes store to store and tries to improve everything. Gives them list of stuff to clean and stuff they need to get better. Profits and losses.
I love that about the Dolphins. What a bunch of idiots that gave up all the draft picks this year for him and then got caught. And how's that trade looking at you guys now? Looks great, doesn't it? I think they lost a third round this upcoming year and a fourth or fifth round the next year.
Yep. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it, Doug. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Everybody have the best week. Hopefully, we'll see you soon here.
Always good to be here. You know, hopefully the guys will be back on together Thursday night and Sunday.
We'll be back. Have a good one.
Take care.
We got your team and we got a kingdom.